Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone? Good to see. I'm seeing a few faces, but I'm just seeing Dr. Muli, Helen, Kubra, my team here. So anyone else, please, everyone, if you can have your video on. It's a lovely morning. I hope where you are. I think for most people here, it is morning. So it'd be lovely to see a few faces as we get to today's agenda. We'll give it 5 more minutes. We'll start in 5 minutes, exactly in 5 minutes. So I'm seeing more people are coming in. We are currently at 52 participants. I'm expecting a few more members and also to allow a minute for our speakers for today to settle in. Then we'll get started. So thank you so much for being here. Feel free to introduce yourself. I would like to hear where everyone is from via the chat before we start. So please place in the chat if you are in Kenya. Me too. Hope you're enjoying. It's a bit cold this morning, but at least it's not raining. So feel free to say where you are joining us from, and looking forward to reading some of those comments as we lead to the start of our meeting. Nathan, welcome from Kigali, Rwanda. Lovely, lovely. Thanks for joining. Oh, Zimbabwe. Lovely. From India, Ghana. We might actually not have as many people from Kenya today. Maybe I might be the only one from Kenya today, but lovely. From Latvia. Oh, lovely. Oh, Malindi. Dr. Muli is just showing off. He's in warm weather. That's lovely. Here, Lesotho, Zimbabwe. Lucy from Kenya, lovely. Lovely, lovely for joining. Thank you for joining from Kisumu, Kenya. Oh, Mr. Wanda, you are in Kisumu currently. Oh yeah, Lakeside. Lovely. Okay. Oh, Brian, Ugandan residing in Japan. Oh, lovely, Brian. Hope you are liking it. And Helen, oh, you are currently in Canada, so it's a bit late on your side, early. Thank you for joining. Perfect. Yes, hello, Professor Caroline from University of Eldoret. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Good to meet with you again. Can't see you yet, but it's good to see you again in a minute.
I think you forgot to mention Florence from Luxembourg, and Miria from Macedonia, and Andrea from Romania, and Olga from Lithuania, and Natalia from the Ukraine. Wow, Natalia.
And I see Irene from Naples, Italy. Everyone is in a very lovely location today.
And of course, our chairperson is in Canada. Anna from Romania. Okay. Oh, and Irene, you're in Italy at the moment. Oh, how wonderful that you made it. What a lovely surprise. Keep going. We have Yelena from Serbia and Nicoletta from Bucharest in Romania. I'll just take over helping you out while you do your logistics.
Yes, as I set up my screen here. Thank you so much.
And Dapo is in Germany. Where in Germany are you, Dapo? Und kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Ein bisschen oder gar nichts? Berlin, Hauptstadt Berlin. No? Okay. Do you speak German, Dapo? can show off. Guten Morgen, Christina. Guten Morgen. Hera from Rwanda, welcome. Anna, Macedonia, indeed. I guess, Dapo, you don't speak German, so you did not answer me. Joseph, I know you, Joseph Yongo. You've been around. Are you part of the PWDs? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I can't, you can nod your head, just say yes, just nod your head, because you are. Thank you for coming, and thank you for always being present. Thank you, thank you. I know you. Wonderful to see you here. And Dorrington, oh my goodness, now my class is representing, huh? Dorrington, wonderful to see you here. Dorrington is an ace programmer in blockchain technologies, if anybody wants to recruit him or look for his services. Correct, Dorrington? Welcome. Ein bisschen Deutsch. Okay, good. I think you Googled that, right? Or you AI'd it. But that's okay. That's what it is. Thanks, Dapo. All right,
Okay.
Dorrington, good to see.
Yeah.
Back to you, Anne. I think I've taken up too much time.
No,
Just
it's
greeting
lovely.
everybody.
The start of this is really always lovely to see where everyone is joining from. It's
But wait a minute, we did not mention
yes,
Afghanistan and Kabul. Did we not
yeah,
mention that? It's very
our
important.
own team.
Saliha, Samira, you've not said where you are from. I mean, if we had a map, huh?
That's a lovely map already. Everyone is everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Very important.
Perfect. We are 8 minutes in, so we'll get started as more participants join. I see most of our speakers today are already present, so we'll get started gradually. Keep introducing yourself, keep raising questions or commenting as we continue with the conversation here today. And before I get lost into the agenda, I'll just do a brief introduction of myself and some housekeeping. So as we proceed, and Dr. Mulu can confirm if you can see my screen, the TVET Lounge
Confirmed.
banner. Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So my name is Anne Matati, the program director at EBU and at EUNI Training Institute, and also the technology support manager. I'm currently based in Nairobi, Kenya, born and raised in Kenya, education in Kenya, and I've been working with EBU, will be 7 years this October, and it's always such an honor to be able to get into a new initiative, start your new semester, meet new people. It has been such an honor being in this role and be able to impact everyone's lives who have come across through education. Some housekeeping before we get started. The session is being recorded. So you'll get access to this, a copy, but so for your own information, the session is being recorded. We're also streaming on our EBU Network Hub on YouTube, which you can follow the conversation there, but here on Zoom is also perfectly okay. And I'll be the MC for today's session, leading the conversation and welcoming our valuable speakers for the day, which I'm really excited for. But before we get into the speakers of the day, I would just like to issue welcome for all participants who have taken the time to join us today. Sorry, I went too far. Yes. So welcome to everyone who is present here. Thank you for taking your time. We have scheduled the session for about 1 hour and a few minutes, so it won't be too long of a session. I know it's still early or a bit late for some of you, so it won't be too long here. So thank you for joining the launch of the EUNI Training Institute TVET programs. During the session, you learn more about the EUNI Training Institute. You probably know a bit about EBU, but you'll also do an overview of that. And just to go to bring forward these new initiatives that we are working on and are really excited to see where it goes and how each of you who is present here will be playing a role in contributing to that. So this is the overview. As I said, we'll try to make it a 1 hour session. Won't take too long. The speakers will come in, who will be contributing to the conversation. Once again, use the chat for questions, comments, and any feedback you'll have as we go along. And yeah, we might have questions at the end. We will be able to answer everything. So to get us started today is Kubra, who will be doing an introduction of EBU and EUNI briefly. Kubra, I've worked with Kubra for as long as I've been working with EBU, so for over 6 years. She's a valuable member of EBU and also EUNI Training Institute. She'll introduce herself further, but Kubra, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Anne. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It's Kubra Ardan here. I am the Administration Director and Admissions Manager here in Luxembourg. So let me get started right away. And before I tell you about what we are launching today, allow me to tell you where we came from. So the European Business Institute of Luxembourg, EBU, is a government of Luxembourg registered non-for-profit institution with a global community of over 30,000 students and a growing network of partners across Africa, Asia, Latin America, and Europe. We are located, as you can see in this slide, in our beautiful Chateau de Wilts in Luxembourg. We deliver accredited online degrees and recognized certificate programs to learners in more than 50 countries. And all the credentials are blockchain verified, built on one unshakable conviction that the world-class education must be accessible, equitable, and affordable for every learner, regardless where they come from or what they can afford. That is not just a slogan, it is the standard that we have held to ourselves since day one. Over the years, EBU has proven that premium higher education and radical affordability are not in conflict. We have seen over and over again what happens when financial and geographical barriers are dismantled. We have seen careers transform, families change, and eventually the communities rise. That is exactly that knowledge, that experience, and those lessons learned that brings us here today. Because we asked ourselves, if we can achieve this on a degree level, why should technical and vocational learners be left behind? Today, we are proud to launch EUNI Training Institute. It's an affiliate of EBU, built on the exact same foundation, created specifically to extend our mission into Kenya's TVET landscape. EUNI is accredited by ABE and recognized by Ofqual, the UK's government qualifications regulatory, and licensed, of course, within Kenya's national TVET framework. Students will be earning a dual degree from both EUNI Training Institute and the European Business Institute of Luxembourg, again, blockchain verified and recognized locally and internationally. And we have done something that has never been done before in this space. We have made it disruptive by design. EUNI programs cost up to less than 75% comparable to other TVET offerings, with a commitment to match any lower fee found anywhere, because once again, we do not believe cost should determine who gets to build a feature. This is EBU expanding its mission, taking over a decade of international expertise and placing it in the hands of Kenyan learners who deserve nothing less than the world. The new era of accessible, equitable, and affordable TVET begins today. Thank you so much, Anne. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Kopra. Thank you so much for the great introduction and also a look back of where we are coming in from strategically as EBU and where we are trying to move forward with the lounge and EUNI today. I think next I'll be welcoming Dr. James Muli. Needs no introduction. I think most participants who are here probably know Dr. Muli, who is our academic dean and founder of EBU. Dr. Muli, I'd like to welcome you to continue the discussion and to make your remarks.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And first of all, let me say welcome to everybody. And I do want to say one thing before I just go a little bit further here. And it's on a personal note. This is something that's very close to my heart. And I say that because my father was a teacher at Machakos Boys School in the 60s. So this is something that I don't think he could have imagined, or many of our parents could not have imagined launching an online program. And I say that because my father also went forward to launch a high school in Kangundo, Kenya, called Muli High School. It's now called Muli Academy. I'm just doing what my father did. And I take great pleasure in that. I had to really just say this on a personal note because, like I said, it's close to my heart. And I see this really being something that can be pivotal. What I believe we can accomplish here is not the ordinary. I believe we can accomplish the extraordinary. And by this, I mean that we need to make sure that we understand that education is a human right. Education should be affordable. Education should be accessible. And education should be equitable more than anything else. So what we've done, and let me just quickly highlight this very important note, is that we have our students here present who are part of the Crystal Asige Foundation, who have come through and have completed courses with us. We have over 210 students who are either visually impaired or hearing impaired or physically impaired who have completed this training with us. In addition to that, we have students who are in number over 4,000. That's correct, you heard me right, 4,000. I'm pausing for effect. I'm pausing to see if anybody's clapping. Well, no one knows how to clap online. All right, thank you. I think I saw some people saying so. All right, so we have over 4,000 who are waiting to come into our programs. We've had over 800 who have entered into our programs. We have currently over 500 who are accessing our next term. And this is what I think is very important, just to share with you. What is also important, sorry, Anne, I'm going to digress here. What is also important is to mention that part of our initiative is to make sure, like I indicated, that we are in the forefront. So we've engaged young girls. We have over 140 young girls whose average age is 13 who are in our robotics program, in our Robotics for Rookies program. So if you know a niece, if you know your daughter or somebody who is interested, who is of the age range of 10 to 18, they can enter into our Robotics for Rookies program. We're doing this with the Kenya Girl Guides Association. We're very happy to have partnered with them, and very successfully. So this is something, thank you, Monica. This is something very important to just share with you. And the concept of the EUNI Training Institute is to push everything I've mentioned forward, because EBU in Luxembourg has the means of making sure that this training institute becomes disruptive in terms of costs, and as you can see, and also, again, accessible and equitable. So follow us, because this is just the beginning of the first page in our chapter. Now, what makes us unique? That's your tip there, and you can go to the next slide. What makes us unique is that we're going to be offering two dual degrees, or dual, I should say, awards. And these dual awards will mean that you are going to be able to be part of a global environment. EUNI Training Institute is going to be launched, is launching today here in Kenya. But the European Business Institute is a government of Luxembourg, Ministry of Education, registered and approved certificate that you will also earn, or anybody you recommend. And this means that, again, because of the nature of our global world, you have access. And this is what we are achieving. We have not only the desire to get you educated, but also to get you placed. And this means that there are jobs that are going to be available. This is part of what we're really looking forward to doing. So we've had incredible support. Thank you. You can go to the next slide. We've had incredible support. We've had so much resilience behind this. And one of the key features here is because of what we are able to bring. So not only are we going to bring cutting edge topics, such as AI, we're looking at robotics, we're looking at going beyond. We're starting off with a business diploma, but look at the affordability. What this pie chart here represents is what the average, or what some of our lowest cost TVETs are charging. And as you can see, the blue here, the 32,000 Kenya shillings, is what EUNI Training Institute is going to be looking at. This is what we say when we say we're going to be disruptive and we're going to be affordable. It's very important. There must be costs. If we can get sponsorships, we will even lower this further. Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. So what is very important for me to also just highlight here is that we have really an opportunity to give to the entering students this award that is locally and internationally recognized in the UK, in addition to a Luxembourg EU-based program. So we are looking at EUNI here as our institute, and I'm so happy that many of you have come. We are almost close to 100 here participants. I know we have almost the same number on our live stream, and most of you who have come here, I just want to again say thank you for taking the time. We are certified, we are accredited, we are registered, and we're ready to start the way forward to launch this program. Am I right, Anne?
Yes, we are ready to go.
So let me also just come to tell you one or two things that makes us unique. All right. What is it that we're going to be doing that's different? Why should you care? Well, let me just say this much. I've been in academia for over 30 years, despite my young looking features. That was a joke. I'm supposed to see some people laughing or clapping, but it's okay. So what is it that we're going to do that's different in terms of pedagogy? All right. We're going to be doing various things. One of these very important features that you won't find in TVETs is the concept of ensuring that collaborative learning takes place. If you look at the learning pyramid, most education is focused on the lecture, right? Just the delivery. But we focus not only on the lecture, but especially on collaborative learning, where at the bottom of the pyramid, most of the learning takes place. This means that students are going to be engaging with each other, students from all over the world. And we just saw this. We have students from Macedonia, from the Ukraine, from Botswana, from you name it. We have students here currently from Kisumu, from Malindi, right, who are present. Imagine engaging with all of these different individuals. This is what we consider to be a dynamic business environment that is centered on collaborative learning. Now, not only that, we believe that the students should be engaged with these large learning modules. In other words, your AI. So whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, DeepSeek, Manus, whatever it is you wish, we believe that students should be using these in order to enhance the conversation. So this is what we've done. We've made the breakout rooms very engaging. We have feedback from the students who say that this is incredible. And we have learning outcomes that are going to be measurable, but that we through our assessments. But we also are very keen on ensuring that at the end of the day, we ask the students, is this working? What can we do to improve, right? Continuous improvement. And one of those really important things that I have to highlight here is our trust pilot. We have over how many students who have responded to our trust pilot? Is it, I forget the number. And
317.
oh,
But
exact
Saliha can
number.
correct me, but yes.
Okay. So we have over 317, correct, Saliha, who have given their feedback on Trustpilot, and they have given us a rating of 4.5 out of 5. So don't listen to me. Listen to what students are saying. Listen to what students who've completed the program are saying. Listen to what students who have completed our program and are young girls on the average age of 13 are saying. Listen to our students who are who have disabilities and challenges are saying. We want to improve. We want to make sure that we are not only engaging with the environment, with ensuring that we grow and that you grow, but that we are also placing students in jobs. We want to close the loop. That means we do have a job board, and that job board reflects approximately 38% placement rate. We even have our students, young women in Kabul, Afghanistan, who have gotten jobs. So take a look and see what the students are saying. And then you can determine whether or not this is something you want to talk about to others. I think, Anne, that concludes what I have to say. Am I right?
Yes, it does, but not fully conclude. I might be bringing you back at some point. But thank you so much always for your valuable insights and your valuable leadership as we even begin this. I would like to invite our next speaker, and I'm really excited and inspired by a set of speakers who are present today. They are valuable in the education field. They have put in the pace and set in the standard that EBU has to meet. And Mr. Andra is, he has over 28 years in the TVET sector. And hope that's not exposing his age there, but really, Mr. Andra is part of our EUNI Training Institute. He's a board member, and he brings in valuable experience. He has, as I said, over 28 years of experience in the TVET sector, contributing to conversations on future-oriented TVET, which is what we are working on exactly as EUNI Training Institute, and bridging the gap between innovation and learning in TVET. So, Mr. Wanda, please, the floor is yours. I'll allow you to unmute. I think I might need to do that. You can give your brief remarks and comments for today's event. Please go ahead. You should be able to unmute.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Anne, and thank you, Dr. Muki, and everyone. As I have said, I'm the lakeside of Kisumu. I hope you are getting me clearly. Is that right, Anne?
Not too clearly, just the volume is a bit low.
Hello, are you getting me now?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you, Anne. Thank you, Dr. Muli, and everyone. As Anne has rightly put it, I'm a board member of EUNI Training Institute, and I've been in the TVET sector for a while now. Currently, I am a senior citizen, having served in government for that period. And I appreciate that the opportunity that EUNI Training Institute gave me this to come and serve them and bring my experience into this sector. Naturally, in Kenya, the TVET sector has been evolving. If you look at from the 90s to 2000, you look at where most of the TVET trainers or trainees rather, or training institutions were from the supply side. They were just training trainees, and they are not consulted the employers to know what is it they expect. So they were thinking on behalf
Mr. Wanda has been disconnected. So let me just give him a second.
happened. It knocked me out.
Yes,
Are you
but
getting me now?
now you're back. Yes, now you can
Thank you
continue.
so much. Yeah, challenge is I'm using my phone, so a bit of interruption. So quickly, before I get interrupted again. So in those early years, it was the supply side, meaning the training institutions were the ones who were deciding what the employers kind of skills they wanted. But when you get from the year 2000 onwards to around 2010, I think there was a lot of discussion, and the employers came in and said the people you are giving us are not serving us. They are not well trained. They do not have the skills we want. Um, the equipment you are using were obsolete. And you know, the kind of training was physical, so people had to attend physically in that context. But the revolution came in when we start from the year 2010 coming onwards up to now. You find that there were reforms in the TVET sector where strengthening was being done in terms of the regulatory aspect, where we have now TVET Act coming in of 2013 that brought in the TVET authority that was coming in to do quality assurance, register and license training institutions, register trainers. So that was the quality aspect, assuring that the people who are coming in to train had the competencies, had the skills, and the institutions that were coming to train had the necessary or have the necessary training equipment, and the environment is conducive. And it also brought in the Kenya National Qualifications Authority that was to ensure that the issues of qualifications are well aligned to the international perspectives. And also the TVET CDAC or TVET Curriculum Assessment and Certification Council that was to certificate the trainees. But outside there also along, the Act gave room to accrediting foreign examining bodies. And that's why you see bodies like ABV from UK, you see ICM from UK, you see City and Guilds from UK, you see other foreign examining bodies that are also being accredited by the TVET authority, because we currently are in a global village where workers must also or trainees or the graduates must also get other professional qualifications that are recognized from elsewhere in the world. So to do that, the TVET Act also allowed TVET institutions to be accredited so that they can be over foreign qualifications. And that is where EUNI Training Institute finds itself in terms of being accredited by TVET authority, so that its trainees can be certificated by foreign bodies, those who wish to, and others locally if they so wish to. So the EUNI Training Institute gives that opportunity, gives that exposure. In addition, also, we find that the methodologies of awarding skills was also expanded. Now that the Act allows virtual trainings, online trainings, and that is where now EUNI has had built its name in terms of offering trainings virtually worldwide. despite the fact that we have geographical differences in terms of times. But I believe that the systems within EUNI are able to allow the trainees to access the materials, the trainers at their times of use because of the geographical aspects. So the reforms in TVET have allowed that to happen, and that's why we have this so much achievements in terms of EUNI, what it has done, serving the global community at large in that context, and in the certifications that we do have in that context. Now, going forward, of course, the innovations that are coming up, very critical, research and innovation, very critical, and I believe that is the path that the EBU and EUNI are following to ensure that their graduates are well conversant with the new innovations that are coming up. The issue of the usage of AI is very critical in TVET that helps us in ensuring that our trainees have the skills, not even trainees alone, even our trainers, they should also have that skill of using the AI. You see the issues we have like robotics competition. Those are the issues to do with artificial intelligence that we have, that we need. So as we build that innovation along those situations of AI, competence-based education and training is very critical, and that is where we are going. And alongside that, we find that the Kenyan government is looking at modularization. We are now in the era of modularizing, where trainees learn modules. Once you finish a given module, you can exit, go into employment, and once you want to come back again and continue, you can come back and continue until you reach the highest levels. So modularization is very critical. Now, issues to do with the collaboration or on-job learning with the industry is also critical, and that is what the Kenyan community or the Kenyan government is also encouraging, where TVET institutions collaborate with respective industries that offer training in the areas of specialization of where the institutions are training or in their niche market of training. So it's important that collaborative training is important with the industries that will be able to give our trainees exposure, so that once they go into the world of work, there is no need of retraining them because they have already been given an opportunity to learn within the institution and within the industry, and they will proceed. So you reduce the cost of retraining your employees in that context. Finally, I want to say that as much as we give these students the skills they want, yes, the hard skills that we sometimes talk about, the hard skills will help them get the job, but the soft skills will help them to keep and retain the job. Even the business aspect itself. If you want to be self-employed, yes, you have the skill, the hard skills to do the assignment, but do you have the soft skills to help you retain and keep your customers, retain and keep the jobs? That is the emphasis that we are talking about, and that's why we talk of CBET, which simply means you have the knowledge, you have the skill, and you have the attitude. And I believe, as Dr. Muli said, the percentage of those who get jobs, I am sure UNI is also trying to ensure that our trainees, as they graduate, they have those skills, they have the correct knowledge, and they have the attitude to secure and sustain employment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wanda. Thank you so much for the valuable insights, for the experience you bring to the conversation. We really appreciate and really looking forward to the impact we can make together. So thank you so much. Well, I'll swiftly move to our next speaker, who I'm also really excited to introduce. I am excited to introduce all our speakers because they have been very key in our success with EBU so far and being able to move forward together with them. So our next speaker is Madam Helen Chilisa. She's currently based in Canada, but we met her in her role in the Ministry of Entrepreneurship in Botswana. And Madam Helen has been critical in our success in Africa and beyond. I think most students who have come in to EBU from Botswana, especially based on from the partnership that she brought on board. So Helen, I'm really glad you're here to speak. And Helen is also the chairperson of the EBU Board of Directors. So please go ahead and give us your remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Anne, for those kind words. I'll start off by just greeting your distinguished guests, partners, educators, future leaders. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you. Let me begin with a bold statement, one that I stand by wholeheartedly. TVET is the backbone of every economy. Not the footnote, not a second choice, but the backbone. We look at all the industrialized nations that have sustained strong economic growth. And behind it, you'll find a strong, respected, well-funded technical and vocational education training system. Brands that we admire, the Siemens, BMW, Volkswagen, IKEA, Samsung, and so forth, were not built on university degrees alone. They were built on skilled hands, precision and craftsmanship, hands that were TVET trained. Here's a statistic that I want to invite every parent, every mentor, every career guidance teacher in the room here listening to carry with them. In Germany and the Netherlands, 60% of school leavers choose the TVET route. I'll repeat that. Industrialized nations, being Germany, the Netherlands, I cite those as an example. 60% of high school leavers choose the TVET route. And the 40% go to university. And that these are the most prosperous, most innovative economies on earth. It is not a coincidence. It is a policy, it is a choice, and the choice that works. As countries across our continent and beyond compete daily for inward investment that leads to manufacturing and industrialization, the critical question that must be asked is, who will operate these machines? Who will turn the wrenches? Who will run the factory floor? Yes, we may be living in an age of artificial intelligence and AI it will indeed transform the workplace of work. But even in an emerging age, we will need skilled technicians. We will need people who can assemble, maintain, repair, and manage. So I can promise you that TVET is not going anywhere. If anything, the moment is now. I speak on a personal conviction with my former capacity as Deputy Permanent Secretary. This was when I was at the Ministry of Education, and I had the privilege of leading the educational reforms that focused on transforming how TVET will be perceived, amongst other things, when we're reforming the education. We launched an initiative called Making TVET Cool Again, moving beyond the community-based skills that advanced and to advanced competencies, such as machine operations, computer assembly, and the critical business management skills that I needed that are able to turn a technician into an entrepreneur. On that note, I wish to share a moment that stayed with me. Last year, when I was coaching students from the San Francisco State University, I met a young man who was in his third year and doing business management, his business studies. And of course, during the coaching session, I asked the young man what it is that are his next steps upon graduation. The young man looked at me and said, he was very ambitious about his career, that when I finish my degree with the San Francisco State University, I wish to enroll at a trades college to go train to become an auto mechanic so that I can build a business around it. A university student choosing TVET by choice with a vision this is the kind of thinking that we need to celebrate today. So let us give that young man a round of applause, because that's exactly the mindset that we're here today to cultivate. With all this in mind, EBU is proud and honored to stand here today launching the partnership with EUNI Training Institute. Our fully accredited TVET programs are designed with two non-negotiables, affordability and accessibility. We refuse to allow financial barriers to be the reason why any young person cannot get quality education. Through our funding models, we've ensured that equality and accredited learning is within reach, because education is no longer a privilege, It is a human right, as Dr. Muli alluded. This partnership speaks directly to the United Nations Sustainable Goals, especially SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 10 on the reduced inequalities. We are not just launching programs, we are opening doors. Africa has a gap. We have seen it, we've studied it, and we've lived it. And today we begin to close that gap. It was the profound honor that I represent EBU to mark this milestone to all of you. And thank you so much for being part of this proud moment. So with that, let the work begin, and thank you very much, Anne.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm seeing some, yes, applauses, claps in the chat, because really those great insights, and really I do agree education is a right for everyone. Well, thank you so much, Madam Helen. It's an honor to be able to work with you and to receive your experience and be able to capitalize on that as we move to the next steps. So our next speaker, I'm also trying to I promised people would be here for 1 hour, but we'll move to our next speaker now swiftly. Is Ambassador Peter Maddens. He's the ambassador of Belgium and represents Luxembourg to Kenya. Ambassador Peter Maddens has been a valuable supporter and one of our most valuable supporters at EBU, I think, for as long as been working with EBU, he has been present, providing his insights. It's really an honor to also have you at today's milestone. Please do go ahead. You should be able to unmute. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Let me start by expressing how moved I was by Jim's reference to what drives him in this particular job that he's doing at EBU, namely to emulate what his father taught him. I think for those of you who know my story, that Jim and I are very similar, or at least have a very similar experience, in that we've taken our father's life lessons and tried to bring them into the modern world, if you will. My first time as a diplomat, in my own right at least, in the sphere of relationships between the global north and the global south, was in Tanzania about 20 years ago, and I very quickly at the time came to the conclusion that if there is a silver bullet in that relationship, or in the development sphere, or if of all the things that a country can decide need to be prioritized, I think the very first one is education, and always will be education. I mean, you can make a case for infrastructure, you can make a case for justice reform, you can make a case for human rights, you can make a case for health. And let's take health as an example. If you teach a kid to wash his hands, he won't get sick. Guess what the active verb is in that sentence? It's teach. So education comes even before all of that. And that's something that EBU has been doing brilliantly, from Luxembourg and from Europe, for Africa and for the global South, at least as long as I've known it. My role here is to bear witness to your annual or your achievements, Jim, and EBU, and that's what I really want to. What I'm really proud of being able to do, and have been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. Thank you very much for everything you're doing. It's one of the most. It's not one of the most. It's the most important thing that you can be doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, lovely, and thank you for the continued support that you've provided, everyone. So thank you, and I'll be moving to our next speaker today is Miss Irene Karari. And just a bit of background, I think Irene and I have been working together virtually for years, and I met her last year at our robotics for rookies physical launch in Kenya. And there was so much familiarity. It felt like we had known each other personally for even longer than we have been working together. And really, Irene has been is from the State Department of Diaspora Affairs, and they have played a very critical role in EBU initiatives and being able to make impact here in Kenya and beyond. So I'll invite Irene Karari for her remarks, and she'll also have the honor of inviting our chief guest speaker today for his address. So Irene, if you are ready, I'll just confirm. Dr. Muli, please go ahead as I give Irene up.
If I may quickly just interject here, because I want to say that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs, and especially a special thank you needs to go to the PS, Rosalind Jogu, who has been one of the reasons. In fact, she is the reason why we've accomplished so much with the with a lot of what we're doing here in Kenya. And just let's put that as a footnote that we encourage more, and we look forward to the support that they've been giving us in terms of vocalizing, in terms of recognizing what Ambassador Madden has just said, the value of education. Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, thank you. Yes. Yeah. Irene, yes, go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Anne and Dr. Muli. I don't know what to say after such an introduction of my boss and myself, but we are very glad that we have been, you acknowledge our participation and our contribution in the success of this initiative. And what you forgot to say is that I'm a former student. I'm an alumni of EBU. I think I'm among some of the first students who took the courses when they came to Kenya. I did Women and Leadership, and I'm glad I did. It has helped me a lot, especially in what I do on a daily basis. I want to thank you also for taking us through a virtual tour of Luxembourg, the university in Luxembourg. I feel like I have been there already, and I look forward to the day we shall set our feet there together with the peers. Kindly allow me to read her speech, but I will be very brief. And I want to acknowledge everybody who is here, including the EBU board and the board of trustees and the different universities that are here. We are grateful that we were able to also take part in this particular launch. I want to recognize Dr. James Muli, the president and the academic dean of EBU, and of course, the new hat that you're wearing. You are now an honorary consul of Kenya in Luxembourg, and we're very glad because we know what is ahead of us in terms of what we want to achieve and what we are mandated as the State Department for Diaspora Affairs. And of course, part of what we are mandated is to support the Kenyan diaspora in enhancing employment opportunities for investments and also for knowledge, skills, and technology transfer. And that is exactly what we are doing today. Allow me not to put my video on. I'm in Italy, I'm in between meetings, but I had to attend this meeting. So kindly listen to me, and I hope you understand. So we remain committed to building strategic partnership with diaspora professionals and institutions such as Dr. Muli and EBU to strengthen education, training, and capacity building. Our collaboration with EBU has already yielded significant impacts, with over 4,000 scholarships already offered to Kenyans in areas such as business, technology, AI, and data science. Through partnership with Senator Crystal Asigi Foundation, this initiative has also supported people with disability, including the visually impaired learners. Additionally, additional outreach has been achieved through collaboration with Kenya Girl Guide Association and programs such as the Robotics for Rookies, targeting both girls and boys at junior and secondary level. So we are very, very proud that we are having an impact in all areas in the society. Today, we welcome the establishment of EUNI Training Institute, an innovative TVET model affiliated with EBU. This institution offers diploma programs while providing industry-aligned, flexible, and globally competitive training. Looking ahead, Dr. Muli, your role as the Honorary Consul presents further opportunities to deepen this engagement. We look forward to exploring employment pathways for Kenyans abroad, strengthening linkages with institutions such as ADEM in Luxembourg, and expanding scholarships and training opportunities for citizen and public officers. We have had this discussion before, Dr. Muli, and I'm looking forward to closing that loop, because at the end of the day, this government, in what they call the plan, the bottom-up economic agenda, is very keen about employment opportunities. And so we hope this is going to be an enabler in many people, getting placement for jobs here in Kenya and also in Luxembourg and other places. I encourage Kenyans, especially those who are represented here, youth and people with disability, to take full advantage of these opportunities. And I call upon stakeholders to support this initiative, which are innovative and inclusive TVET models. The government remains fully committed to supporting diaspora-led initiatives that contribute to the national development. And in closing, I want to congratulate you, Dr. Muli, and all the partners on the launch of the EUNI Training Institute, and reaffirm our commitment to strengthening more diaspora partnerships. Thank you very much. At this point, I want to introduce the next speaker. As Anne said, the next speaker is my colleague in the government, a director in the competency-based education and training department in the State Department for TVET, who is going to give us the speech of his boss. Mr. James Mushiri, if you're in the house, kindly, if Anne, you could unmute him so that he can address us. Yes, I see him. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Anne Karari. Hello to everybody. I hope you can hear me. My name is James Mushiri. I'm a director in the State Department of TVET, and I head the unit on TVET. I want to ride on the already established, and I want to say that I'm here on behalf of the Principal Secretary, State Department of TVET, Dr. Esther Moria, who would have wished to be with you in this forum, but was busy in some other schedules. And I would wish to pass our feelings about what is happening today, about the launch of this
Mr. Mushiri, maybe if you're having a problem with the network, yes, you could just remove the video, disable the video, and then you address us. Yes.
Okay, all right. Great. May I proceed now?
Yes, you can. I think we can hear you better now. Please proceed.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for that. I wish to appreciate the State Department for Diaspora Affairs for its continued efforts in creating platforms that connect the Kenyan diaspora with national development priorities. I also recognize Dr. James Murray and his partners for this initiative, as well as all the participants joining this virtual launch. Such forums provide a valuable opportunity for dialogue, reflection, and shared learning. As a State Department of TVET, we remain committed to working collaboratively with all the stakeholders to strengthen the technical vocational education and training as a key driver of inclusive industrialization and employment creation. We acknowledge that sustainable progress in skills development cannot be achieved in isolation. It remains a joint effort, partnerships, and continuous engagement across sectors. The ongoing implementation of competency-based education training continues to guide reforms in the sector. And this approach places emphasis on the practical skills acquisition, demonstration of competence, and alignment of training to occupational standards and labor market needs. We therefore encourage continued collaboration with industry and partners to ensure that training programs remain responsive, relevant, and future-oriented. The Kenyan diaspora remains an important partner in this journey. Through skills transfer, innovation, and global exposure, the diaspora contributes significantly to strengthening our training systems. Platforms such as this demonstrate how diaspora engagement can be effectively harnessed to expand opportunities, introduce new approaches in skills development. I particularly acknowledge Dr. Muri's efforts in advancing education and skills development, especially his commitment to supporting persons with disabilities. His contribution reflects strong alignment with our national values of inclusion, equity, and expanded access to opportunity. The establishment of the EUNI Training Institutes presents an opportunity to explore innovative models of delivering TVET, particularly through digital and flexible learning platforms. Such initiatives can complement existing institutions and expand access to training, and especially for learners who may not be reached through conventional systems. Access and affordability, as it has been indicated, remain key considerations in skills development. We welcome initiatives that seek to lower barriers to training while maintaining quality and relevance. It is important that expanded access is matched with meaningful learning outcomes and enhanced employability of graduates. As we embrace innovation, we must continue to uphold quality assurance and adherence to national standards, as well as international standards. Engagement with regulatory and accreditation frameworks is essential in ensuring credibility, consistency, and trust in training programs offered across the sector. Alignment to occupational standards remains central to ensuring that training is industry-driven and relevant. This ensures that learners acquire competencies that are directly applicable to the workplace and responsive to labor market needs. The importance of partnerships between government, training institutions, industry, and the diaspora cannot be overstated. Strong collaboration in curriculum development, training delivery, and assessment will continue to enhance relevance and innovation in the sector. There is growing opportunity to enhance the global recognition of our qualifications through international partnerships and dual certification arrangements. These linkages can strengthen mobility, competitiveness, and exposure for our graduates in global markets. Mentorship and industry exposure remain critical components of effective skills development. Structured workplace learning helps bridge the gap between theory and practice, ensuring learners are better prepared for employment and entrepreneurship. The inclusion of people with disabilities or those who are differently abled remains a key area in terms of training. So we commend efforts aimed at supporting persons with such kind of challenges who are given a chance to go to training and also get opportunities for employment. Digital transformation presents significant opportunities for expanding access and improving training delivery. At the same time, it requires deliberate efforts to ensure accessibility, quality, and effectiveness in implementation across the sector. Going forward, it is important to sustain open dialogue, share experiences, and strengthen collaboration across all stakeholders. The TVET ecosystem benefits greatly from collective effort and shared responsibility. As a state department and the Ministry of Education, we remain committed to providing an enabling environment for innovation while safeguarding quality standards and relevance. We continue to support initiatives to align with the national priorities and development goals. Therefore, this initiative marks an important step in expanding access to skills development and strengthening collaboration between the diaspora and local institutions. We look forward for a continued growth, impacts, and contribution to the TVET sector, and we congratulate you for this launch. Thank you very much, and asante sana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mushiri. And so thank you so much, Irene, for the lovely introduction of our chief guest. Also extended thank you to the Ministry of Education and the TVET sector and the PS, the Principal Secretary, Dr. Esther Moria, for contributing to this initiative and for the support. Dr. Muli, I mentioned I would be passing it back to you. I think I'll be passing back to you for the formal launch and to formally announce the launch. So please take over. I will share my screen.
Okay, well, so I guess we're at that point when we see whether or not the technology works.
Yeah.
But before I first of all, let me just say thank you so much, Bwana Mushiri. You know, it's always strange when you address somebody James, and then you're also James, right? but that is thank you so much, Director Mushiri. Everything you have said reflects exactly what we aspire to do here. And the sad reality is that we tend to be reactionary creatures, right, rather than reflective ones. And we need to reflect for a moment as to how we can go forward and truly impact. And this is where I think we're going to see change, right, as we go forward. Because in my view, the real test in knowledge is how it empowers you. At the end of the day, if it's not doing anything for you, if you're not getting that job, if you're not moving forward, then you're still in the same place. Right? So we want to see with this launch a follow-up. And we will give everybody who's here, if they're willing, if they've registered, feedback on our progress. All right? Are we empowering people? Are we making strides forward? Because at the end of the day, again, we don't want to just be reactionary. We need to be reflective and then make sure that we can do this again and again. So thank you, everybody, all the honored guests who have come and all your words and pearls of wisdom. I'd like to call upon the distinguished guest, Bwana Mushiri, before you leave, now imagine everybody should have this in their minds. Okay, I'm going to ask the honorary guest to step forward, and please. And as he steps forward, I'd like him to declare that that we have launched now this TVET. So it's going to be a virtual, like I said, everybody needs to be imaginative here. Let's go on full screen so we have the whole. I think you need to.
It will play.
Okay. So, Bwana Mushiri, please declare, make a declaration.
Hello, Dr.
Please.
Right. I hope you're telling me to declare the institute officially launched.
Correct.
And therefore, as we all celebrate this new institute, we declare a EUNI Training Institute officially established. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for cutting the ribbon, by the way. Lakini hiyo mkono yako, I don't know if it was your hand. But thank you so much.
Yes.
And back to you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Even in virtual experiences, we don't give up the flamboyancy of in-person experiences. So yes, the ribbon cutting had to be part of it, similar to our very lively classroom. So thank you so much to all our speakers, to everyone who's taken the time. Please, Helen, I see you are unmuted. Please go ahead, say something.
Oh, no. I was just trying to get an emoji. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for everyone who has participated, for keeping the chat engaging, for being present here. I would like to highlight some of our honorary guests who are present with us today, who have been critical in our EBU role, and as we move forward, we continue to work with them. We have Dr. Otundo, who is here. If you'd like to say a quick hello, please, you are welcome to do that. I'll be giving you the access to do that. Just we have Dr. Otundo here from Riara University. Thank you so much for being present and accepting our invite. We also have Professor Caroline Ayuma from University of Eldoret. Thank you so much for being present and accepting the invite to continue being part of EB initiatives and to continue working together with you and your institution at large. I think also saw Dr. Nyaga from the Management University of Africa. So thank you for being present and taking the time to join us this morning. Oh yes, I see. Good to see you. Good to see you, Dr. Nyaga. And we also had Professor Caroline Orlando from the Open University of Kenya. I don't know if she's still present at the moment. Oh yes, you are. Hello, Professor Caroline. Thank you so much. Good to see you. And thank you, everyone. I hope I've not missed anyone. And also to also highlight a key part of our role as we move forward with EUNI is our ABE accrediting body. We have representatives from ABE who are our examining body present here today. So thank you so much. Also, I think I saw Lucy is here and also Daisy, who are also a big supporter of where we look forward to go with the EUNI Training Institute. So please, Dr. Muli, any additional comments? Please.
Yes, I'd like to quickly also acknowledge Ms. Daisy Kipanga, who is here from the Ministry of Foreign Diaspora Affairs, from the Foreign Services Academy. Thank you, Daisy, for coming and representing.
We also have Alphonse Gary, who is part of our press team. Thank you so much for being here, our media team. So, and everyone, I didn't miss anyone, but also thank you so much for our EBU students for being part of this, for joining. Please do go ahead. We'll be sharing information on the opportunities with EUNI Training Institute. I know some of the students are in the middle of starting a new semester. So really excited and looking forward to that. So yeah, please, Dr. Muli, go ahead. Feel free to
yes,
jump.
and let me also say thank you to our staff who also form a backbone. So Louise, Paris, Kubra, is Alan here? So we also of course have Samira, Saliha, the other Dr. Muli is here. And we have, yes, we have a number of our staff, and none of this would be possible. And of course, if I may also say, thank you, Anne, for being the MC and making sure that this went very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Oscar, who is also here and working in Training Institute. So that was my vote of thanks. Thank you, Dr. Muli, for helping out. I would have missed a few days here and there, but really we are looking for, today is the launch, but now what we do following this tomorrow will be the measure of the impact. As Dr. Muli said, we'll keep the feedback loop open and also involve you. Even feedback from today's session is welcome. That's how we keep growing and improving. So if you have any questions, maybe probably can put the admissions email for anyone who'd like to apply for the programs with EBU and EUNI Training Institute. Then we'll continue the conversations. But really, thank you so much for taking the time, and have a lovely afternoon or evening wherever you are, and take care of yourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you and bye-bye.